A curious fact happened in the lives of the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We read there in Genesis 37 the following about Jacob, also called Israel. His name has been changed to Israel. Verse 3 it says, "Now Israel, Jacob, loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age. Also, he made him a tunic of many colors." In other words, Jacob, Israel, had Joseph, the son of the beloved Rachel, as his favorite. Although parents may deny, because it's politically incorrect that you may have a favorite child, you, mother and father, tell nobody. But I know that there is always a favorite child. Mother, father, don't tell them. And your child don't ask your parents who their favorite is. This is human. You who are a child, when you become a parent, you also understand. Because naturally, the human being sympathizes more with one than the other. And it's no different with parents who are also humans. Some children please us more than others, that they are more cordial, they are more pleasant. This is not the child's or the parent's fault. Nature is like this. However, the mistake is not in this. The mistake was that there was no secret about it. Jacob's mistake was that he loved Joseph more than his other children, but he made no effort to hide it. Quite the contrary. He openly declared, and an example of this was this cloth, this tunic of many colors that he made for his child Joseph in front of all other siblings. What for?
Now, you. Just give me joy. And that is why I want to give you a present.
Do you need help?
No.
Father, I have never seen such a beautiful tunic.
What for? But as God is magnificent on the way that He works, He used all this to direct the future of Israel so that everything will work together. But the lesson remains. It remains for us. Look, Jacob also suffered this favoritism inside his house. His father Isaac made no secret that he preferred Esau, and his mother Rebekah preferred Jacob. So this action from Isaac in the house also brought this enmity between Esau and Jacob. And this caused the siblings of Joseph to sell him as a slave, who sold them to a people, and then he sold them to slave traders. And many in life, they don't learn with the mistake of others. Jacob could have learned from his father's mistake, but he repeated, making it even worse. And this describes a very profound truth about humanity, about human beings. Human beings hardly learn from the mistakes of others. And this is not good, I would say, because we could take advantage of the mistakes of people who have lived before us or are living in our generation and have already proven that a certain behavior does not work and save us from suffering the same pain. But the human being, it seems, in its majority, to not focus on this, which is possible to learn from other people's mistakes. You don't need to commit your own mistakes to learn that something is true or false. I can learn with other people's mistakes. We apply this, for example, in other aspects of life. Let's give a common example. You know that if someone falls down from the 10th floor, their chance of dying is 100%. You know that. If someone falls from the 10th floor, they will certainly die. So what do? What human beings do? They stay away from the window. They will not risk because they know that if they don't want to die, so if they fall, that will happen. So I don't need to fall from the 10th floor to know that if I do so, I will die. Others have shown me that. I have this intelligence. I can apply this intelligence in my life. But this, it's not only for obvious cases as this, such as relationships. You can learn with other people's mistakes in their relationships to know that you shouldn't do the same in your own relationship. For example, usually when a betrayal happens, when one cheats on their partner, usually the relationship ends or spoils. Usually. I don't need to have a crystal ball to know that that will happen if I do the same in my relationship. But how many people, even knowing that cheating is terrible for the relationship and that nobody wants that for them, if you ask somebody, would like to be betrayed, no one will say yes. Everybody will say no. But even knowing through thousands of millions of examples, even in their own family, father, mother, brother, knowing that this brings pain and suffering, they go on and betray as if they could reinvent the will, as if they could change the law of gravity. It's like someone will say, I'll jump from the 10th floor and I won't die because I'll change the law of gravity because this law will apply differently for me. And the person goes on and betray. So they don't think. They stop on thinking and they go through their instincts, their feelings, and they end up getting hurt as the others. Well, wisdom is not failing and then learning. Wisdom is learning so you don't make mistakes. You don't need to commit your own mistakes, then you learn that you shouldn't go this path. It's you looking at other people's mistake and whether knowing if it works or not. I don't need to use myself as an example. I only need to be a little bit more attentive and prudent, more watchful, and know if other people walk this path, if 10, 20, 1,000, 1 million people walk this path and they receive the same result, I don't need to walk the same path to know the result. To learn with other people's mistakes, it's one of the greatest signs of intelligence and wisdom. And that's why God leaves in the Bible, written in the Bible, the mistakes of the heroes of faith. You see that the heroes of faith in the Bible don't have only their positive side written, but they also have their mistakes exposed. And God makes sure to do this. He makes sure to leave this, but for whom? To the wise ones, to the prudent. But the silly, the foolish ones, they learn all this and still they want to pay the price. For them it's not enough the biblical wisdom nor the normal, usual, common intelligence that they just need to look around, but they need to pay the price with their own money to know that it's quite expensive. How hard is to teach human beings, how frustrating is to teach a person. But the prudent ones have many opportunities to avoid their mistakes. If today's video helped you and you know someone that could benefit from it, share it with them, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you may do so now. See you later.